What's up, everybody? Welcome to Double R's Kitchen, and for those who are familiar with Double R's Kitchen, welcome back. Today we are making some monkey bread. This is one of my favorites, and I'm really looking forward to making this. Once upon a time, years and years ago, I used to make monkey bread, but I lost the recipe, so I haven't made it since then. This is like maybe 2010, 11 was the last time I made some monkey bread, but I found a recipe on YouTube that I think is going to be good, so I'm going to go ahead and try it out. Ingredients, what do we have today? We got flour, we have some instant yeast that I've gone ahead and I've put in. We have some salt, that's our dry ingredients. I have some more flour because I'm going to be putting in flour as I mix this up. We have 3 room temperature eggs. We have some melted butter. Over here, I have my cinnamon sugar mixture. Now, the recipe doesn't call for anything outside of cinnamon and sugar, but I've gone ahead and added my cousin's special spice mix. If you wanted to add spice to yours, you could use allspice, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different, so I went ahead and added that. But let's go ahead and get busy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to mix in these dry ingredients. Oh, I also have sugar in here. I forgot to mention that. There's sugar. So let me go ahead and give these a mix. The other thing the recipe calls for you to do is to heat up a cup of milk. It wants the milk to be at 110 to 120 degrees. So I've gone ahead and done that. I have this little thermometer here to do that. And I'm going to pour the milk in the center. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to pour these eggs in the milk, and I'm going to mix that up a bit before I pour that into the center. I'm also going to pour in the melted butter in here, and I'm going to mix all 3 of these together. Glad I caught myself. All right. Now, I don't have a stand mixer. This is my trusty sidekick. So I'm going to be mixing this. If you have a stand mixer, then you would be mixing this for about 15 minutes. But because I do not have a stand mixer, I'm going to do it old school. You work with what you got. And unfortunately, well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but fortunately, this is what I have. So this is what I'm going to use. So I will be stirring this up, and periodically I will be adding in the flour. So this recipe calls for 4 cups of flour, but you keep 3/4 of the flour out and you add it in gradually. So I will mix this up and I'll see you guys when I'm done. All right, well, after 30 minutes later and my arm is super tired, I've gone ahead and I've whipped up this dough. So this is what we're looking like. I've gone ahead also and I've put oil in this container. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this, and this needs to sit in a warm place for about an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my oven. My oven is not on, it's just warm in there. And I'll see you guys in an hour and we'll go ahead and do the next step. All right, y'all, so it's been more than an hour. It's been about almost 2 hours for me waiting for this to rise. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of my oven. I want to show you guys what it looks like. This is what we're looking like. So it's definitely grown and it's gotten bigger. Now, I've went ahead and I've melted 4 tablespoons of butter. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to brush this with the butter. Don't worry about it deflating because it's going to, you're touching it. But the purpose of putting butter on the top of this is when I flip this over, I'm going to flip it over onto some brown sugar, granulated sugar and cinnamon, not brown sugar. The granulated sugar and the cinnamon mix that we did, I'm actually going to sprinkle some of this on here. And you're going to see I have a ruler here, and that's because I want to make a rectangle. When this flops out, we want to create a rectangle shape, and I'll show you guys what that will look like. flip this over. And we don't want to do too much to this dough. We just want to make it into a rectangle. So I'm going to be gentle with it, and I'm going to move it a little bit. Okay, now again, we're going to take this melted butter that we have here, and we're going to spread it on the top. I don't have a specific amount. We just want to spread it until where the butter is everywhere. The cinnamon sugar mixture, I'm just going to sprinkle it on the top. Probably about a good 2 tablespoons. I'm eyeballing it here. All right. Now right here, and I'm going to make a cut. And I'm going to cut the half in half. And we're just going to keep cutting. Basically what's going to go on here is we are going to make little balls. Butter your cake pan. Make sure you get everything. And I'm going to take some of the sugar mixture and I'm going to drop it here at the bottom. Okay, so with this remaining butter, I'm going to just go ahead and pour this into the pan. I don't like to let anything go to waste, and that'll help secure good softness. The next step that we are going to do is I'm going to take one of these pieces and I'm going to roll it into a ball. We're going to dump this in here with our cinnamon sugar mixture. And then this goes into our cake pan. So for all of these, that's what I'm going to do. I'm about half of the way done, and I've gone ahead and I've put half of those in there, and this is what I have left to put in. But what I wanted to show you guys is I have some butter, and I'm going to just throw in pockets of butter into this mixture. You don't have to do this. This is just what I'm doing. I feel like when you have monkey bread and you're eating the monkey bread, there's some parts that are extra gooey and soft, and then you still get that crunch. And I feel like because I'm adding this butter, that's going to help with the consistency. Like, this is what I'm doing. So as I put another layer in, I'm going to put in some more butter. We don't make monkey bread to be healthy, so I'm going to say that off top. If you got health restrictions, don't partake in it. All right, so this is our finished product for now. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes. We're gonna get like a second rise, and while I'm doing that, I am going to go ahead and cook this. So this is brown sugar and butter. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over the stove, melt this down, get it to where it's simmering, and once it starts simmering, I'm gonna pull it off. My oven is preheating at 350 degrees. And this is going to go into the oven for about 30 to 35. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pull this out the oven, show you what it looks like. It smells so good in here. Let's see. Look at here, look at here. Look at that, y'all. Don't that look good? So I'm impatient and I'm not gonna wait. We're gonna go ahead and flip this over. Y'all see this? You see what your boy did? Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. The kid in me just can't wait. Whew. It's hot. Look at that, y'all. That's so good. Ooh, this is so good. Perfect texture, perfect flavor. It's soft. The outside is chewy. This is a must-do, y'all. This is a really good recipe. I'll definitely be saving this recipe. I'll definitely make it again. I hope you guys enjoyed making this with me, and I hope you make this at your house. But like always, be blessed, take care, and don't forget to say your prayers. And I'm out.